G'day and welcome to Aussievision. I'm Dale and we are talking about day 2 of rehearsals. It's the morning after the night before. They all happen at night time here in Australia, including overnight. So I missed the last few last night. So caught up this morning and ready to go through them all today. Let's start. Let's go in order. As much as I want to talk about Australia, I will wait. We'll go in order. Let's start with Iceland, which was Hedda Bjork. Different outfit than we saw at Song for Kepnen. So we've got like a gold number. And there's almost a similarity to Ireland last year, but we don't have some issues maybe that Ireland did. I think it does really suit her. I do like it. Maybe I like the Song for Kepnen outfit more, but I love the fringing. And overall, it looks like it's a very similar performance with movement downstairs and dancers, etc. And Hedda Bjork is a pro. She is going to nail this. She's going to do a very good job of this. And if she's feeling herself in that outfit, perfect. So yeah, I want to obviously see it properly, but I'm not kind of like, I don't love the outfit. I don't hate the outfit. I like it. It's fine. So all a very solid start for Hedda. I think obviously the question mark's going to be about that song more than the stage performance, but I think it'll all be very slick and well put together. I expect nothing less from an absolute pro that she is, and it's so good to have her back at the contest. All right, let's move on to Slovenia next. I've been waiting to see what the staging looks like because we've only had the music video. We've had live performances of just her, etc. I think it looks really good. It has a very similar aesthetic as the music video from the looks of a very chic outfit. We've got those kind of like dances and almost the nude illusion-y type of look and the odd movements as they go through things. And I think that looks really striking and really good. Maybe there's not like the wow factor from what we've seen so far, but again, we've only got images and we've only got a TikTok to go on. So I think her voice sounds fantastic. I think there'll be some nice visual elements there, and I guess it's all going to maybe depend on that LED use as well, just to lift this song, because it's going to be more of a performance. The song itself, I don't think is one that people are going to go, yeah, I'm going to sing that down the street. You're going to see like a big artistic overall performance from this to get those votes. So a bit hard to tell at this stage, but I like what I see so far, I guess, is the main thing. Finland, I mean, it's the UMK performance just on the Eurovision stage. There's been a lot of discussion about the kind of his nude illusion thong thing, but obviously the whole point is it'll be covered up on TV. It's just the audience are going to see a whole lot of Finland in their face. So that's just one thing, but on TV, that's the whole point. You won't see anything like that. And then you're going to have the jean shorts thing, and you're going to have the sparkle thing that goes around. I mean, it's all ridiculous and silly and stupid, but you need those in Eurovision, and I think there are going to be a lot of people at home who love it. I think it's more of a Saturday night crowd than a semi-final crowd, so that might be the question mark about it all. But look, it's fun. It does what it does. We've got the egg. We've got the blurred out thing from Windows 95, and we've got the jean jacket thing. Yeah, like I still think it has a very good shot of qualifying, just because it's a lot of fun, and in this second half it's probably going to pop out a lot more. But it is silly, and it'll be see how the audience react to that. But I think for what it is, they're keeping to the UMK thing, which I think works, because they should lean into it, whether you like it or not. Lean in hard to the stupid, because that's what the song is basically. All right, let's move on to Moldova now. I thought she looked stunning, actually. I really like the outfit. I think she looks great. I love the hair. I think it looks fantastic. There's some really lovely LED use there, particularly with the wings that I think come out at some stage. But I guess my only concern is we're down to one person. Apparently it's all static again. And I think this song was struggling as it was. And the only thing that you could have probably done is made more of some of the instrumentation, some of that chorus, and made it pop a bit. To kind of only rely on LEDs and her on her own feels like maybe it might be a bit of a downgrade in some respects. So look, I think she looks really lovely. I think the LEDs look really lovely. Do I think it's staging that's going to increase her chances of qualifying and Moldova getting through? No, I don't think so. So I think that we haven't seen the performance yet, so we'll wait and see and make final judgments then. But I think they are struggling now. There's no kind of big show to make a bit of a difference, and it was always a hard song to kind of do that for. So That's that from Moldova. All right, Azerbaijan. I actually quite like the outfits. It's very dark, and I think Azerbaijan's done other than last year, of course. It's just giving me those dark vibes of 2022, and I just really like the color use in the video, and I think they're leaning obviously into a little bit more traditional. And I'm just not sure that kind of more modern dark palette works with that. Like I would have probably seen to have seen more color use and light, but it's probably going to be very atmospheric, and I think it sounds really good and it feels very slick. So again, we always have to wait, of course, for the main thing. But I don't know. I don't know if I like all the outfits and I like the look of it. I just don't know. I would have matched it with the whole song. Maybe with the lead singer and for his section. But I probably would have just maybe liked to seen something else, and maybe there will be. Who knows. But yeah, I wasn't convinced on it. But yeah, it looked good. It looked slick. Just don't think I'd describe the song as slick. So that was my kind of disconnect a little bit. All right, I'm just racing through to get to Australia, aren't I? I think It looked great. It looked really good, didn't it? Visually, it looked stunning, like stunning. That backdrop, where I'm presuming that is Zachariah's art, because we know they're using that within there, and it looks like this beautiful kind of almost galaxy-like kind of art that's just movement and color and just beautiful behind them, and it's very striking with Zachariah's dress, which again looks really good on stage. When they were walking out, I was like, oh, well, I'm not sure yet, and then it came out on stage, and I thought it looked, yeah, fantastic. It's almost like a deconstructed Dami Im dress or something, with the structure and everything about it a little bit too. Sounded great from the vocals, obviously, that we can hear, but there's not much in the TikTok. We have 6 people on stage, which is really interesting. I don't think we've done that in a long time. Probably Guy, I think, from the top of my head, when we debuted, and we've got a Yadaki, a didgeridoo on stage, which is really, really good to see. So it's going to be interesting about how they, Zachariah is such a focal point. And then they go to Michael, and I like Michael's outfit as well. I think they complement each other, the two outfits, without being the same. They're very different. And then we're going to have all these other people. So what's that going to look like, and how that's going to come together without taking away the focus of Zachariah and not looking maybe too messy or anything, but we just can't tell at this stage. I'm kind of excited for it. I think it could work well. Maybe that, with the 4 different points of the stage, that might make a lot of sense, because there's 4 of them and there's the 2. But you can see in the TikTok they kind of come together at some point and space out towards the end. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see how that all works together, and to make sure they get the right camera shot so it looks slick. But overall, like, I think the colors pop, look fantastic, and that's what we needed. I think there's a lot of love for the way it looks. So love it so far. Heard from the ground that Zachariah was very emotional about the whole thing, which is really lovely. I think he's really connecting with the whole performance, and she looked fabbed as well. It was just fantastic. So yeah, it's I'm really happy about it, because it's one of those things. Yes, you can't take a lot from images or TikToks, but you can sometimes see if something's dead in the water as well. So if it looked terrible, then you'd be like, but it looks really good. So I think it looks stunning. So excited here. We'll have to wait until we see more, of course, as well. Okay, what else have we got? Yes, it's all about Australia, right? Portugal. I actually think it's really interesting, these 2 songs, very big vocal songs, back to back. But where I think Australia is really like colourful, and there's a lot happening, and the swirling, etc., and the dress, Portugal's got this really clean palette that I think a lot of people really like. If you don't kind of want to go full on to the Australia thing, you're going to have something to serve you up straight away afterwards. So in a way, I kind of wish Portugal wasn't straight after, to be honest. But it looks really clean. They do have the dancers. I think they were talking about whether or not they'd have the budget for the dancers, but they do, which I think really helps Portugal's chances, because her on her own, I think, would be NQ. The song's beautiful, but you just need more these days. So those dancers add so much movement, and her voice is amazing. And I always underestimate Portugal, and people seem to love it. I think the song's not as strong as other years. That's personal opinion. So I think doing a nice slick performance like this will work for them. So again, it looks like the national performance just elevated. So nice work, Portugal. I think looks really good. And finally, Luxembourg. I've been a fan of the song, and I liked the staging in Luxembourg itself. And the one thing is, I was a bit funny about her outfit, and so I like that it's a lot sleeker, but it's not really an outfit. I'm thinking, is this definitely the final outfit? Is this it? Just like a bodysuit with the hair in those kind of two plait things, and then we have very different colours for the backing dancers. So I'm not seeing the cohesion. I think that looks very odd against each other. And yeah, I'm not sure because I really liked this and I thought the choreo was great and hopefully they're keeping similar at Luxembourg. But yeah, I thought this looked a bit odd to me, but maybe it'll look a lot better once you see the full performance of it all. But yeah, it didn't make a lot of sense to have her in that outfit and the backing. But I don't know, I might be just nitpicking at this stage. I think it's a nice spot for her to close. It's a bit of a banger of a song. Love the French language. There'll be a lot of love for Luxembourg coming back. But yeah, again, it wasn't like, oh, that's gross or anything. I was just like, oh, okay, that doesn't quite click for me. But maybe just a personal taste of mine. But we'll wait and see. We're not seeing much at this stage. And I think at least when we get longer clips from the second rehearsal, I think things will start to come again a little more. And then by the time we get to dress rehearsal, we'll really get a sense. So very early at this stage, but a really interesting day. I think out of the ones we saw, I actually like what Slovenia looked like. I loved Australia, obviously. I thought Portugal very clean, and they were probably the standouts to me. And I thought Finland's doing a good job of what they do. I think the ones that I kind of now am very worried about Moldova, and Luxembourg was a bit questionable for me, as was Azerbaijan as well. So, see how we all go. All right. Thanks for joining. We'll see you tomorrow.